I'm delighted that you've all returned to USC, and I'm excited about the program we have in store for all of you. And I know Linda has worked extremely hard on making sure that this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful program. And I'd like to thank her. She's not just a member of our board, but also the Lewis Carroll Society president, for bringing us together once again. Linda and her husband, Dr. George Cassady, are cherished, much appreciated, and much admired members of our library community, and have been so for very many years. Thanks to their generosity, our libraries are home to one of the world's preeminent scholarly Lewis Carroll collections. Thanks to their vision, the collection is a vital part of intellectual and creative life at USC. And you're going to see examples of that during the Wonderland ceremony later today. And thanks to the leadership of both of the Cassadys, we are able to connect our USC community with all of you. The pandemic has made it more clear than ever that libraries are essential places of connection and community. That's a constant, even in uncertain times. And it's all the more reason why I'm happy that we're gathering in this digital space in the spirit of inquiry, curiosity, and Carrollian ingenuity. Of course, throughout the pandemic, we've had to find and invent new ways of sustaining that sense of community. A number of library staff and faculty have worked with Linda to develop meaningful and really fun online experiences for us today and tomorrow. Thanks to Hugh McHarg, Curtis Fletcher, Tyson Gaskill, Samir Ghosh, Patty Johnson, Sophie Lazinska, Louise Smith, and Tim Stanton for all their work. You'll get to meet many of them throughout the program as you enjoy this day full of whimsy and discovery. To continue the program, please join me in welcoming USC Libraries Board of Counselors member and Lewis Carroll Society President, Linda Cassady.
Hello, welcome. This is going to be a grand day. I think it's one of the best programs we've put on, and I'm very excited about all of the help that we've had. So, and I would like to thank the Dean, of course, and USC Libraries for all of the work that they contribute, and that will be throughout the day. So thank you, Dean Quinlan. So this is a two-day meeting. It's divided really into three parts. The first day is the Tortoise Who Taught Us, or Scholarship Day. It's a more classic focus on presentations and scholarship. And it's nice to divide that off from the second day, which is Behind the Looking Glass, Visions and Voices, which has a combination of everything. It includes some scholarly pieces, but is also focused on music, written word, visualization, and adaptations of Carroll's work. Then we timed the meeting to be in the same time frame as the Lewis Carroll Wonderland Award, which is an annual award held at USC. I think you'll really enjoy that. You'll see student work in the retrospective. You'll see the new submissions from this year, and you'll hear from some of the students when we announce the winners live. We will be missing the mashed potato bar at the end, but we can't have everything. So what I thought I would do is tell you what will happen after the meeting, and then go through a little bit of what I call business for the society. So we've had a really great response from the speakers. And so after the meeting, we will have video recordings of all of the sessions. They've been signed off by the speakers. Richard Copley will offer a discount to his book to members. Jackie Lee, who's got a virtual reality piece, I think is going to allow continued utilization of that. And the retrospective from USC has plans to leave that live as well. So there's some additional work that you'll be able to see. So business-wise, this is coming up on the 150th year of Through the Looking Glass. And so there are a number of people, including the Lewis Carroll Society, that are doing meetings or having activities around that. So I want to mention the first one that the LCSNA is going to be involved in. So we have agreed to be in a collaboration with the Dickens Society annual. They've put out a call for papers, and over the next 6 to 9 months, we will be having meetings, which will be the scholar meetings, the Tortoise Who Taught Us side of it, where they'll present those papers, and we will be paying for the honoraria for that. the University of York in the UK are also hosting a meeting in November of this year, and they also have put out a call for papers. That call is due by the 21st of June, and I encourage anybody who does scholarly type work to look at that call. It's a very broad call and opportunity. Other events are you should be aware of are that we have monthly meetings now. We used to have 2 meetings a year, and then we did not see you very often. Now we're having monthly events that are quite well attended. So our general meetings used to have about 50 people who traveled to them, but we're running somewhere between 60 and 100 people at movie night, at collectors night, and a very variety of things. So I encourage you to look at the website and see what those things are. So coming up in May, we have parlor performances, which are Lewis Carroll people who are either reciting Carroll poems or doing songs. So it will be a fun activity. And then the next one, which we have scheduled, will be in June. It's called The Collector's Path. The speaker will be Spencer Stewart. We've done the collector's piece before, which is Lewis Carroll Society members showing their collections to us using different technologies, but it was really great. But this is really about the art and science of collecting itself. So he'll be speaking. And then it looks like the next major meeting, the fall meeting, will probably be in October of this year. Publications that we've been very involved in this year is at the end of 2020 and into 2021, the Society produced the Lewis Carroll Pamphlets Volume 6, which is an incredible book. I encourage you to purchase it or look at it. It's got the last set of pamphlets that we as a society had not published previously. It's on the University of Virginia Press site, and I'll put up a link on the Lewis Carroll Society site. Charlie Lovett has a book that's coming out in 2020 called Formed by Faith, and we're supporting that with a grant for help in the publication of that. There is a Through the Looking Glass, Volume 4 and 5, that although it's not a society publication, it's being done by John Linseth, the society member, and with many Carrollian society folks who are on this call actually participating in that. And then the last one I want to just mention is a 2023-2024 publication, which is the Lewis Carroll Handbook, edited by Charlie Lovett. It's a bibliographic update of the Lewis Carroll works by Madden, Green, and Crutch. So those are the activities that we're involved in, and that is where your dues and your money go to, in part to those areas. So speaking of dues and membership, I love the M words, and I've been told this is the last time I can use them. So because I like to talk about membership, meetings, and money. And so in membership, we currently have about 300 members. Some of them are not. We have a number of tardy members, but I've seen some of the dues coming in. And I would ask that you look at that. And if you are a guest of ours, that you look or consider membership in the society. It's not very much. It's $42 if you're in the United States, or I would like to suggest that you join us as a sustaining member for $100. The meetings are free and open to the public. We've been providing and listing all of those on the website, but there is a cost to us. This meeting is graciously funded in its entirety, actually, by the University of Southern California, and that is not usually the case. So this meeting is terrific for that purpose, that reason as well. And money, the whole idea about doing meetings online and capturing all of them so that people who can't travel has been talked about probably for a decade, but we did never implement it. Now we're forced to do that, and it's pretty great. The board of directors for the society have decided that each meeting needs the recordings and that all members should have access to that. So in the future, that is our plan. And then I have to talk a little bit about USC. If I want to talk, I don't have to talk. Right? So USC, this is the fourth meeting that they've hosted in the last decade, actually. And they have done that in support of the Lewis Carroll Society of North America and also the Cassady Lewis Carroll Society. There are 23 libraries here, and the Alice collection's housed in the Doheny Memorial Library and Research Library in the Horton Rare Book Room. It's a beautiful structure, and I hope you have the opportunity to visit us shortly. The dean talked about some of the people that were here. No less than 35, the dean said, but it's probably close. It's probably close to 35 of their staff has participated in the programming, in the production of materials, and in the exhibitions that you're going to see this afternoon. So it's a pretty significant support on their part. I would also like to call out and thank the Board of Counselors of the USC Libraries. I know that some of their members are joining for the first time, and I think that's phenomenal. And the Board of Directors of the Lewis Carroll Society of North America, I think all of them are online as well. So we have a host of people. We have about 300 people registered, which is stunning. As I said previously, we had around 50 people. So I think it's a good program. It's an opportunity to see each other and welcome. I'm going to turn it over to Hugh McHarg, who is the moderator for both days. And thank you very much.